季節の変化に応じて服装を変えることをおすすめしますよ。皆さん、こんにちは。Welcome back to NihonGoal, where we study Japanese language together. If you're new here, you can check out my earlier videos for N5 and N4 lessons. This is Minna No Nihongo Lesson 16, Part 1. In this video, we are going to learn the following grammar points. 応じて、によって、とめる or とみられる and にもかかわらず. If you haven't seen the vocabulary list for this lesson, make sure to check it out in this video. Before we begin, I want to thank TokyoTreat and Sakuraco for sponsoring today's video. TokyoTreat and Sakuraco are subscription boxes filled with Japanese snacks. They have a unique theme every month and it comes with a booklet about the snacks, allergen information, and lots of amazing stuff about Japanese culture. The TokyoTreat box is more about the pop culture of Japan. Of course, December has a holiday theme with a snacktacular Christmas, and we got festive things like Christmas cake gummies, snowball marshmallow, and strawberry chocolate cake Kit Kat. Of course, I have to try this one. It has a very strong fruity flavor because of the strawberry. For the more authentic and traditional side of Japan, you can get Sakuraco. This December is about the holidays in Hokkaido. They've partnered with Hokkaido's local snack makers and artisans, and it comes with Hokkaido brown rice tea and a handmade tableware. Okay, so I think I want to try this one. So since Hokkaido is known for its milk, it's definitely mochi. And I'm gonna pair it with this Hokkaido brown rice tea. So if you want to experience Japan from the comfort of your own home, check out TokyoTreat and Sakuraco. Use my coupon code NihonGoal to get $5 off for your first TokyoTreat or Sakuraco boxes. Links for these are in the description box below. はい、それでは準備できたら始めましょう。Our first grammar point is 応じて. 応じて has two main uses. The first one is responding to claims, demands, or requests. This means to do something to answer what someone else asks for. The other use of 応じて is to react to change or diversity. This can be translated to responding to or in response to in English. We can use 応じて with nouns. So the noun could be a demand, claim, or request, or change or diversity. And then we add 応じて followed by the supporting sentence. So let's take a look at some examples on how to use this pattern. We change the design in response to the client's request. Here the noun is demand or request, followed by に応じて. We say クライアントのリクエスト client's request に応じてデザインを変更しました。クライアントのリクエストに応じてデザインを変更しました。Another example. I chose the topic in accordance with the teacher's instructions. We say 先生の指示 teacher's instructions followed by に応じて In accordance with the teacher's instructions, I chose the topic. We say トピックを選びました。先生の指示に応じてトピックを選びました。Next example is where our noun is change or diversity, meaning adapting or adjusting your action in response to the change. For example, I advise adapting your clothing to suit the varying seasons. We say the varying seasons is 季節の変化. So changing or varying season plus に応じて. So to suit or to adapt to changing of the season, I advise changing your clothes. 服装を変えることをおすすめしますよ。季節の変化に応じて服装を変えることをおすすめしますよ。Another example. I change the pace of the lesson according to the student's level. We say 学生のレベルに応じて授業のスピードを変えた。学生のレベルに応じて授業のスピードを変えた。Our second grammar point is によって。によって shows the cause or reason behind something. When we use it before a noun, によって becomes による followed by the noun. It's a key way to express why something happens or the source of the action or the situation. It can be translated as a result of, or due to in English. This is kinda similar to the previous grammar pattern, which is ojite. But ojite is more of the response to adapt to different situation or adjusting your actions depending on the situation. While niyote is about things changing because of different factors. For example, so take a look at these two sentences. In the first sentence using ni ojite, the decision is actively made in response to the number of students. In the second sentence using niyotte, the activity changed automatically based on the number of students. We can use niyotte with nouns. So the first pattern is noun followed by niyotte. We can also use this to describe or modify another noun. So in this case, we use noun plus niyoru and then the noun we are describing. So let's take a look at some examples on how to use this pattern. For example, job hunting becomes difficult due to fluctuations in the economy. Our noun is fluctuations in the economy, which is 景気の変動. 景気 means economy, 変動 means the fluctuation or the movement, followed by によって. Due to the fluctuations in the economy, 就職活動が難しくなる。景気の変動によって就職活動が難しくなる。The picnic may be cancelled because of the heavy rain. We say, the heavy rain is 大雨によってピクニックが中止になるかもしれません。大雨によってピクニックが中止になるかもしれません。Next is when we use this pattern to modify a noun. For this, we use による. For example, the damage caused by the earthquake was extensive. So what kind of damage it was caused by the earthquake? We say 地震による caused by the earthquake. Damage is 被害。地震による被害は was extensive 甚大だった。地震による被害は甚大だった。The train was stopped due to a delay caused by an accident. Here we are describing what kind of delay. We say 事故による caused by an accident.Delay is 遅延。事故による遅延で here means due to a delay caused by an accident, the train was stopped. 電車が停止しました。事故による遅延で電車が停止しました。Our next grammar point is とみる or とみられる。This pattern is similar to と考えられる or と思われる, which is used to express what the speaker believes or thinks. However, とみる is usually based on facts or clear information. The form とみられる is a variation that is commonly used in news coverage to express what people generally think or expect. とみられる focuses more on the common belief of the general public or society rather than the speaker alone. It can be translated as I believe that or it is widely believed that in English. We can use this pattern with verbs in plain form. We just need to add, if we want to say, I believe that, we add tomeru or tomiteiru. If we want to say, it is widely believed that, we say, tomirareru or tomirareteiru. So let's take a look at some examples on how to use this pattern. Our first example, seeing that Sarah has suddenly become much cuter, I believe that she's found someone she likes. We say, サラさんが急激に可愛くなっていることから So here, Sarah suddenly become much cuter. So the speaker assumes or believes that Sarah found someone she likes, which is 好きな人ができた。好きな人ができた means to find someone you like. Plus, と見ている。と見ている。So we use the present continuous form. サラさんが急激に可愛くなっていることから好きな人ができたと見ている。Another example. Looking at Serio's grades this year, I believe he will pass this year's exam. セリオさんの今年の成績を見て So looking at Serio's grades this year, so based from facts or clear information, the speaker assumes that or believes that Serio will also pass this year's exam. 彼が試験に合格すると見ています。セリオさんの今年の成績を見て、彼が試験に合格すると見ています。Next example, the movie is expected to become a hit. So, here it is general public's opinion. We say, その映画は to become a big hit is 大ヒットする plus と見られる So, because this is a general public's opinion, その映画は大ヒットすると見られる。Next, it is widely believed that Japan's economy will recover next year. We say, Japan's economy will recover next year. 日本の経済は来年回復する plus と見られている。日本の経済は来年回復すると見られています。or 見られている。So again, in present continuous form. Our next grammar point is 何々はとしている。This pattern is used to convey official statement, stance, or plan from a specific subject, usually an organization or individual. It can be translated as something is what is being officially said by someone or the organization in English. The pattern is noun wa. So noun is the organization or the subject, followed by the thing being said or the verb in plain form, plus としている. So let's take a look at some examples on how to use this pattern. For example, the mayor says they will increase the budget for the next fiscal year. So noun wa, verb in plain form plus としている. We say, 市長は the mayor 来年度の予算を増やす to increase the budget for next year. としている。市長は来年度の予算を増やすとしている。Next example, the Board of Education says that it will approve the plan to build a new school. The Board of Education is 教育委員会は approve the plan 新しい学校の建設計画を承認する 承認する to approve. 建設計画 means the plan to build a new school. Followed by としている. This is what is being officially said by the Board of Education. 教育委員会は新しい学校の建設計画を承認するとしている. And last example, the sports event is said to be held or will proceed even if it rains. スポーツ大会は雨天でも So even if it rains, 開催 or 決行する to proceed としている. スポーツ大会は雨天でも開催するとしている. Our next grammar point is にもかかわらず. The pattern X にもかかわらず Y is used to show that Y happens even though X would normally lead to a different outcome. It is similar to despite or although in English, it highlights the contradiction between what might be expected and what actually happens. It is often used to express feelings such as surprise, dissatisfaction, or disappointment, and can be both found in formal and informal writing and speech. にもかかわらず is similar to words such as けれども, けど, or が, which also express contradiction and contrast, but in less formal tone. These words are more common in everyday conversation. For example, 雨が降っているけれども or 降っているけど or 降っているが彼はサッカーを続けた. Meaning, although it was raining, he continued to play soccer. We can use にもかかわらず with nouns, e-adjectives, na-adjectives, and verbs. For nouns and na-adjectives, we can just add にもかかわらず after the noun or the na-adjective. However, we can also add, or there are some cases that we need to add である or なの. So noun or na-adjectives plus である or なの plus にもかかわらず followed by the supporting sentence. Adding no can add emphasis or a sense of contrast to the statement. But for e-adjectives, we just need to add にもかかわらず. And for verbs, we use the plain form of the verb and then we add にもかかわらず. So let's take a look at some examples on how to use this pattern. Our first example is using a noun. For nouns, we can add である or なの after the noun followed by にかもかかわらず. Or we can simply use noun plus にもかかわらず. For example, although today is a holiday, Mr. Lee went to the office. So, noun is holiday. We say, 今日は today is a holiday. 休日 plus にもかかわらず. Although it's a holiday, Lee さんは会社に行った. We can also say, 今日は休日であるにもかかわらず or 今日は休日なのにもかかわらずリーさんは会社に行った. Another example, despite the rain, many people attended the concert. We say, 雨 the rain plus にもかかわらずたくさんの人がコンサートに参加した. Or雨であるにもかかわらず or 雨なのにもかかわらずたくさんの人がコンサートに参加した. Now, when it comes to na-adjectives, it is more natural to add である or なの before にもかかわらず. For example, despite fame or being famous, Michael leads a normal life in his hometown. Fame or being famous is 夢 plus であるにもかかわらずマイクさんは地元で普通の生活をしている. Again, we can also say 有名なの にもかかわらず、マイクさんは地元で普通の生活をしている。Another na adjective is being energetic. Despite being energetic, Adi said he wants to stay home. Energetic or being fine is 元気. So again, it's much better to add である or なの。元気であるにもかかわらず、アディさんは家にいたいと言った。or 元気なのにもかかわらず、アディさんは家にいたいと言った。Next is using an E adjective. For E adjectives, we simply add にもかかわらず。For example, Constantine took the challenge despite the low probability. 可能性が低い。So our E adjective here is 低い。Low probability. 可能性が低いにもかかわらず、コンスタンティーヌは挑戦した。Constantine took the challenge. 可能性が低いにもかかわらず、コンスタンティーヌは挑戦した。Another example, even though Mark had no money, he treated his friends. We say, お金がない。お金がないにもかかわらず、マークさんは友達にご馳走をした。ご馳走をした to means to treat friends or to treat someone. お金がないにもかかわらず、マークさんは友達にご馳走をした。Next is using a verb in plain form. We say, the project went ahead despite the majority's opposition, or although the majority opposed. We say, 多数が、多数 means majority が反対した。to oppose にもかかわらず、プロジェクトは進行された。進行された means to proceed or to go ahead. 多数が反対したにもかかわらず、プロジェクトは進行された。And last example, despite it raining, they went hiking. Raining is 雨が降っている。雨が降っているにもかかわらず、彼らはハイキングに行った。雨が降っているにもかかわらず、彼らはハイキングに行った。はい、お疲れ様でした。今日のレッスンはどうでしたか？役に立ったら LIKE ボタンを押してください。もしコメントとか質問があれば、ぜひ下に書いてくださいね。I hope you learned something today. Make sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss part 2 of this lesson. And if you want to support this channel even more, please consider becoming my patron to my Patreon page where you can get the lesson PDF and other study materials. And to all my Patreons, 本当にありがとうございます。Thank you so much for your continued support. Okay, so that's it for this lesson. I will see you in the next one. またね! A big shout out to our elite scholars, Maiku, Cornelius, Constantine, Sergio, Mark, Adi, and Sarah. And to our study buddies, Paul, Paris, Jean Paul, Manikantan, Pritok Prator, Silent Zero, Aishwarya, Lee, and Z. And to all our NihonGoal students, 本当にありがとうございます。